been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing that I can do. When you're walking in, I know it's true. It doesn't even matter how hard I try, 'cause when I hear your voice, my walls come down. Boy, you are the only thing I want. There must be a way I can make you see that if we fell in love, it will be so sweet. But when it's you and me, nobody can bring us down, bring us down.
Here, okay, here.
You can see me anywhere you want. I was talking about you because I'm getting a grandmother type spirit coming through.
My grandma. Oh.
Your grandma. Your mom's mom?
No.
Your dad's mom.
Well, it could be both.
Oh, because they're both passed away. Because the one that I'm getting is more feminine type energy, so it's more connected with your mom.
Okay.
She's coming through and she's talking about your hands and how sometimes, especially if you're okay with the first, maybe the second client, but by the time you get to the third client, your hand's starting to, your grip's starting to lose.
Yep.
Yeah. And then by the time the day goes on, she's like, especially after lunch. Did she have a slight accent?
Yes.
Okay, because she's talking with...
Both of them did. My one grandma's New York accent.
That's the one.
Yeah, she's my...
Okay, because she's saying it with the New York accent, and almost like I want to talk with the New York accent. Yeah. And I'm like, listen, my boy. Like, she's saying by the time after lunch, she's like, after lunch,
yeah,
you can't hold the freaking scissors.
That's fair.
And that's exactly what she's saying. And I'm like, I'm trying not to laugh, but she's just funny. And she's a smoker?
Oh, she talks like this.
Okay, because I like literally I want to start. It's almost like Betty Davis.
That's her. That's why I love Betty Davis.
Oh, okay. Because literally she's like this. And I want to talk with the accent.
Yeah.
She's like, you got to cut back.
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
Yeah.
Brandon. I'm just laughing because of the way she's doing it. But I know you didn't expect to have a reading today. Are you okay? You want to know everything?
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
But she's saying it's time for you to transition.
Okay.
I don't know if you've been thinking about maybe doing teaching.
Oh, I thought you were going to say to a woman.
No.
I was like, really?
You can if you want.
Yeah.
We're all open to everything here. And she laughed. She cackled. She's like, ha, 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 ha.
That's her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny. It's funny. Your grandfather, by the way, is like this.
Oh, yeah.
Like Craig's grandfather. He's not liking the smoke. He's like,
oh, yeah. That's us, yeah.
So she's saying that, I don't know if you've thought of it, but you need to start transitioning. And she's like, you need to start transitioning now. Because you're starting to lose that. I know she says he's been trying to control it through exercise. And he's like, it's not working anymore. Because at the end of the night, you're starting to get a lot of pain. And I don't know if you're starting to get numbness in your wrists.
Yep.
Because she's making my hands numb. And she says, you want to stop, you want to transition now before it gets worse, where then your hands will start shaking. You won't be able to control them because of whatever, nerves. It's not conducive to being in that same, especially if you're doing, she keeps showing me, I don't know if this was painful for you, but did you do the Lady Gaga's hair?
I did the video, yeah.
Okay. Did you have a rough time trying to get that?
It was, yeah, it was all because it came at the end of a work week. Yeah, where I had seen so many clients and then I went right into that.
Yeah, because she keeps showing me that specific one. That Lady Gaga thing was very painful. for you at the end of the night because of all the, I don't know if there was a lot of hair changes or a lot of, and by the end you were like, I'm done. Like, I can't gaga anymore.
Gagging.
So, I mean, and she was lovely, but and you're very hands-on, and she knows you love your work, and she says that she loves your work, but it's time to kind of change a little bit and not, there's going to be some key clients that you're going to want to keep, and you know the ones that you want to keep.
Yeah.
She's like, by all means, keep those ones. She's like, those ones are your bread and butter.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But be limited with who you take on new, and be specific with what the jobs are going to be entailing for you, because you don't want to make it worse than it already is. Continue with the exercising, because if you don't, it makes it worse. Like, it stiffens up, because I think in the morning you wake up and you're kind of like stiff a little bit, because especially if you've been working a lot the day before.
I'll wake up in the middle of the night, can't move my hands.
Watch.
Okay.
No. When I massage him.
Yeah, so he needs some TLC on those hands, especially since they're you need them. So be very, very gentle with yourself now, and it's time that you start putting together. I think you have something already in mind with, it's like a partner that you're going to be doing stuff with. I think you already have that in mind, and you're kind of like trying to, she's like, he's afraid to take the leap. Like, you've stepped over the line with a toe. She's like, it's time to take the leap. I know and I think it has to do with money, of course, right? Because you're like, it's starting something new, and whenever you start something new, it takes some time to take off. Your reputation is impeccable, so you don't have to worry about that. And a lot of your clients have come through to you by word of mouth.
Yes, all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she says that will continue once you have it all, because I think you kind of have it developed maybe about 75%, and you just, that 25%, you just kind of like still up in the air with it. So get down and really iron it out, so that you and your partner are balanced, right?
Perfect.
And then just start talking about the key clients. I think she keeps showing me at least four or five that are really influential for you. Mm-hmm. If you tell them, they will help you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, my goal to eventually is to own an agency. So then I do the clients, the big clients that I want, and I send other people out to do. Yeah.
She's not showing me, or she's just smoking, actually. So she's not really, she's just telling me whatever. She's just really worried about your health. Because she's like, he's my heart. That's what she says. Yeah. She's like, he's my heart. And she's just really worried about your health. And you losing your livelihood. So she wants you, because you're still going to be able to continue with some of that stuff, but those are going to be known only as Brandon's clients with the other people, right? So those are the special ones. So yeah, so she's like, hair by Brandon. I'm like, okay, he'll come up with a different name, but all right, I'll throw it out there. She's told me 3 times. She's like, you haven't said anything to him. Like, okay, hair by Brandon. Oh my God, she's funny. Do you have, other than her as a connection to New York, do you have clientele in New York, like, that are very, okay, because she keeps showing me this really launching in New York. Like it being, because I know you guys are situated in California and LA is really close to you guys, but for some reason, she keeps showing me that even though you're going to be doing this stuff in that area, where it's really going to be taking off and really kind of like having a life of its own, where you're going to be like, wow, I didn't know, is New York. Now, whether she's partial to New York because that's where she's from, but she just keeps showing me Times Square. Times Square. So
where Madonna was dropped off in a cab and said,
there you go. You're going to be the new Madonna.
Up in the heart of it.
Mm-hmm.
So she keeps showing me that. So I don't know if it's you guys have a soft launch in LA and do the big launch in New York. It's just New York is going to play a big role in it for you is what she's showing me.
Perfect.
So what else you got there? I'm going to call her Betty because that's who she reminds me of.
Her name's Mary.
Okay. She literally just said, I said, is there anything else? She's like, that's it.
Good.
Just dismissed me. Like,
okay.
I'm done with you. No, she's a lovely woman. She's a lovely woman.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah.
I'm so happy that I was able to give you reading. She's just really, really wants you to take care of your health because that's what she's really come through is worried about with you. Have you guys been, now that you guys are both there together, I keep seeing you guys, like, clearly you guys are on the screen. Have you guys been approached about doing a show together again? Just you guys?
Not yet.
Not that we know of.
Brendan's like, not yet. You tell me. There's something in the works that they're going to be approaching you guys about doing something again. The only thing they're saying is really iron it out.
Okay.
Really look at it. It's almost like and I don't even know who's talking to me right now because they're all pretty much saying the same thing. Because I think when you guys did, because they're showing me the newlyweds thing that you guys did, and there was expectations there and they were not met.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying, and I think it's because you guys were excited about doing it and things like that. And there were certain things that you guys thought were going to be doing and it wasn't. So it was a bit disappointing for you guys on your end. Although you guys love doing the show, there was a bit of a disappointment there with you guys. Yeah, so absolutely. They're saying that this time around to be upfront and to be blunt because you want to be part of they're telling me editing. So you guys want to be part of the editing so that you guys have it because I find that they twist things sometimes to make it seem like something that it's not. And you guys want it to be more authentic than what they're doing. So they're saying, try to get as much control on the back end as much as possible.
Okay.
So, and they're just saying negotiate. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Do you guys have any questions?
No, it's lovely. It's nice to connect with grandparents. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, grandma.
I'm glad your grandma.
Your grandma's hilarious. And all of that's Craig, all I've got testosterone coming through on Craig's side. So it's just so funny that it's just like, the band of brothers on the one side, and then your grandma just literally shoved her way through.
Oh,
and she's like, I'm here. And I wanted to speak to with an accent, like with the New York accent right off the bat. And then I was like, what is this?
That's funny.
That's her.
So yeah, she loves the grandkids, not yours, but your sister's.
Mm-hmm.
Loves them. She says she checks in on them every so often. She'll go in, she'll check them out. Do you smell smoke every once in a while? Like you think it's a cigarette?
Yeah.
It's her. Because she says, whenever you smell that, it's me. I'm coming in to check on you. Because she's like, sometimes you're sitting there, you're like, somebody smoking?
Yeah.
And you look and there's nothing. She goes, it's me. I'm making you aware that it's me. She's like, so now you know it's me. Although you kind of do.
I do, and I always smell. She wore the same perfume her whole life, so it's like a mixture of cigarette smoke and perfume.
Yeah, yeah. She just wants you to tell your mother. She's your mom's mom.
No, so she's my dad's mom, but my mom helped her and my grandpa both, like when they
Because
passed.
she says she wants you to send a big kiss from her. That's why I keep saying it's your mom's mom, because she keeps showing me your mother. So I'm like,
my mom's died. My mom's mom died when she was in her 20s. So, but she's known my dad's mom since she was 12.
okay, all right. So that's why, because she keeps saying, give your mom a big kiss from me. Give your mom a big kiss from me. But she identifies herself as your mom's mom. So clearly she's very close to your mother.
My mom called her mom.
Okay, that's why. Because I said, are you her mother? And she said, yes. So if she identified herself like that here, then she's like that over there. So she's your mom's mom. So she's saying to give you a big kiss, and for you to give your sister a kiss for her, and to say whenever she smells smoke, that's her.
Yeah.
And the grandkids, she's calling them the grandkids. I know it's your niece and nephew, but she's calling them the grandkids. She loves them. She can't wait to meet your child, your little guy. So yeah, so she's gonna be, which makes sense now with the whole agency thing, because Craig's grandfather said that Craig's gonna be the one that's gonna be having more time with the baby because you're gonna be too busy. And now it makes sense. Because his schedule will be more flexible, actually.
That's okay.
Bring it to the agency and the kid.
Right?
Yeah.
So I see really great things for you guys coming up. I'm really excited. They just say, you guys have really great intuition. Just use your gut. So when you feel that something feels right, go for it. Don't question it. Especially you, Brandon. I think you're more a little reluctant to jump on things because you're just more a little held back. Like Craig's more like la 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 la, and you're more like, well, no, let's wait a minute. You're more I want to see it from every angle, check the size, the temperature, and everything else.
I always say my totem animal's a deer. I approach everything like a deer.
Like you're very cautious.
Make sure everything's safe before I go.
Yeah. And even though it's screaming at you going, go, 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 and you're just like, no, I still want to see if this is safe. So, which is great to have that, but you do have a really great intuition as well. So they're saying for you, when it feels great for you, that means go for it. Don't, because she's giving me the impression that sometimes you've lost things because you've waited too long.
Yes.
You've been too cautious, and that's turned people off and said, well, if he's like this, then if he's taking 4 days to make a decision, then we're just going to go somewhere else. And she's saying, it's great to be cautious, but I think you're too cautious. Were you like this as a child? Because she's like, he was always like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Independent, but cautious. So.
All right. That's great. That's great to have.
So if we can ask Grandpa, I know he said my parents can check in with Grandma more often. I can, I assume, send her more exercising stuff and check in with her. Is there anything else that we're missing? Okay.
I'm just asking if there's anything else. He's like, she's stubborn as a mule. But he's like, I love her. That's what he says. But I love her. So I'm like, all right. No, that's pretty much it. He just wants you to give your dad a hug.
Okay.
He says, I'm not gonna say I miss you because I see you all the time.
Oh, love
He's
that.
like, I'm with you. He goes, I'm with you more. Your grandmother's still there because he goes, I'm with you more than her.
Oh.
Apparently, it's competition on the other side.
We'll let them battle.
They'll work themselves out once I let them go. But Brandon, do you have an aunt that's passed over too?
I'm trying to think. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Of course. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she have cancer?
So here, this could be a number of aunts. So in Italian, like I called my mom's aunts my aunts as well.
Yes.
So,
yeah, and that's how I'm seeing it, because Portuguese does the same thing.
Yeah. So, aunt, like I have cancer. Yeah. I mean, it could be a couple different people.
Okay, because the reason why I said cancer is because when she came through, I heard aunt, and then I saw, one with, she had like a thing on around her head, because she's already had lost her hair. So I don't know if she went through chemo treatment, and she had a scarf around her head.
Probably Aunt Betty. And
Okay.
You said
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Poor Aunt Betty's been here the whole time. I never acknowledged her. She's making herself aware now. So I'm just asking her if there's something that she wants. I think she just really just wanted to. Was she very religious, Aunt Betty?
I don't know. Yeah.
Because she's just making me aware of religious.
If she was, I don't know.
You're not 100% sure. She's just making me very like I don't know if maybe more towards the end she became more religious, but she's showing me this. So I'm hoping that I answered you guys your questions and anything that you guys had that were unsure of.
I love it. You're very gifted because you know nothing about my family at all.
I know stuff about Craig's family, but I mean, what I brought up with Craig, I would have never.
Well, hair right away.
Yeah.
That's just shocking, because I reference my grandpa still having head of hair when he died as hope for me. Repeatedly, and I have this kind of what is it, cowlick or something that's in the front.
A piece of hair too.
One piece of hair, yeah.
He's very proud of the fact that, like, literally, he keeps showing me that you're his spitting image. So, and it's almost like I see him, like you as an older man, like his age. And he keeps showing me you growing older and just looking more and more like him.
I don't know if he had these.
I don't know. That I don't know. That's all you, buddy. Yeah, Brandon, I really didn't know much about your family. So the fact that I was, your grandmother, wonderful lady. I would have loved to hang out with her. She seems like a ball.
I wish he would have known her. She was funny. Yeah, and all the time. So it was.
I mean, she loves Craig. She loves the fact that you guys found each other. Both of your grandparents are very proud of the fact that you guys found each other, because you literally are like a match for each other. So they're very proud of that fact.
She helped me get Craig.
Oh yeah, I told Craig, I'm like, it wasn't an accident that you guys found each other. There was divine intervention, because you're a little more conservative. So when Craig talked, you were like, okay, who's this guy? So she let you open up a little bit so that you had that conversation going, because otherwise you would have just walked away and never gave it a second thought.
Didn't she say give it another shot? Didn't she specifically say to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She came to me in a dream.
But other than that, do you guys have anything else?
No, that was amazing.
This is amazing.
I'm so happy you guys let me read for you.